Hello everybody, and don't mind me, I'm working and driving while I'm filming this because so I just wanted to film a quick short video. I know I already discussed Blake Lively a bit in my video yesterday, but something just kind of just occurred to me. You know, sometimes I have these epiphanies and then I feel like I need to, you know, share them with the world, I guess. So, and don't mind me, I'm looking a bit disheveled per usual. But, so I was just thinking about this whole Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing. And kind of like with Sarah Boone, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm starting to believe Blake Lively less and less and find her to be less and less credible. And the epiphany I have is this. So, and this is something I haven't heard many people, if anybody, really talk about. So that's part of the reason too. So anyway, why on earth? So Justin Baldoni is filming this movie with Blake Lively, who's an A-list actress who's married to Ryan Reynolds. He is, I don't know if he's considered a B-list actor. I don't know if, I know that he did Jane the Virgin and that he was in some movies and stuff, but he's definitely not a household name. I would not say like Blake Lively is. So I'm sure I don't know if Blake Lively had to audition for this role. I'm kind of thinking probably not at this point. Once he finds out or, you know, is informed that Blake Lively is, you know, on board for his movie, This Ends With Us, I'm sure he was absolutely thrilled, because having an actress like her that is very well known, or any actor or actress, could be like make or break for your film. So I'm sure he had no idea either that it was going to be this difficult, sorry, I'm driving, you know, for him to work with her. I'm sure he didn't know all that. So he was probably really thrilled. And I'm also guessing up until that meeting that they had, that he was kind of blindsided right before they started to film again after the writer's strike. I'm sure that he had no idea that she had all these complaints. So if in fact this guy is trying to say, I'm sorry, I'm very distracted right now. If in fact Blake Lively is trying to say that basically the basis of her lawsuit is that Justin Baldoni is being retaliatory by like planting these stories that make her look bad, like these old interviews, and they call it astroturfing. But what I don't understand is why on earth would Justin Baldoni want to have the lead actress in his movie that he has called the pinnacle of his career, that he knows could make or break his career, make him possibly, you know, be a household name, be that A-list actor? Why would he want to have bad press circulating about Blake Lively, the lead actress in his movie that his company financed, that he facilitated the whole movie, you know, into happening, into production and everything? Why? That makes no sense. Like, he would be sabotaging his own movie, because you don't want people to start seeing these terrible stories about Blake Lively and suddenly they're like, oh, I don't want to go see that movie. Like, I used to like her, but now I think she's a mean girl. And I remember, like, I've never been like a huge Blake Lively fan. I will say I've always thought she was a very, very beautiful woman. And even I remember seeing her in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants when I was much younger. And I always thought she was very beautiful. But I was never like, oh my gosh, I have to see everything she's in. Now, I remember seeing The Age of Adeline because I was interested in the premise of the movie, but I also, it probably had a little bit to do with the fact that she was in it as well. But in terms of people that really liked her before, that could be the difference between them wanting to see the movie and deciding not to, or maybe waiting and not seeing it in the theater. So this idea that he started astroturfing and planting these stories before the movie even came out in theaters it's illogical. It makes no sense. It's like, I understand people are like, oh, it's he said, she said, and people are having opinions, but let's take all that out of it and look at it just specifically and strictly from a objective standpoint. And if you look at it that way, there's just no way. And even with all of his emails, that, you know, that jives with this whole, like, him in the emails saying, like, look, I don't want them to think that we're doing this, you know, that this did happen organically and all of that. And I think Blake Lively, because she is so, you know, she was raised in Hollywood, I'm sure she has a bit of an ego. I think she just couldn't fathom that people had these bad opinions of her, kind of, they keep using the word organically, so I guess that's the right word. Like, she couldn't fathom that it happened organically, so she just, I think she probably really did think that Justin Baldoni had something to do with it. But again, why would he sabotage his own movie? Makes no sense. Okay, bye.